Hey everyone, I'm Jonathan Karon from Anomalo, where I lead partner innovation. If you're building AI or analytics on the Snowflake AI data cloud, today is about one thing. Let's make sure you don't compromise your data quality and data trust. The world has shifted from slow, centralized pipelines for structured data to a fast, distributed reality with more data teams and data consumers than ever before. And that creates both risk and opportunity for you. Enterprises are using more and more unstructured data assets, things like PDFs, contracts, emails, and transcripts, and they're struggling to monitor them for quality. This causes AI project failures and broken or misleading dashboards. In the next few minutes, I'll show you how Anomalo and Snowflake together help you govern both your structured and unstructured data, so you can move faster, stay compliant, and deliver trusted outcomes with your AI. So let's start with the problem. I see two primary challenges. First, historically, data teams wrote manual quality rules to sanity check their most important structured data tables, which takes time and money to build and maintain, and it only finds data quality issues that you know to look for. Second, most data quality tools are only built for tabular structured data. But Gartner says that 80% of enterprise data is unstructured, and about 95% of that is unmonitored and unanalyzed. Now that's a gap that you feel the moment you try to launch an AI use case, onboard some new documents, or answer to a regulator. Anomalo closes both of these gaps with a single platform for automated, machine learning-powered data quality, and it works across both structured and unstructured data seamlessly. For structured data, we have the most powerful ML-based data quality system. It handles availability, freshness, missing data, and complex anomaly detection without any manual rules. We have a rich profiling and visualization toolkit, root cause analysis, and a library of over 100 no and low code checks so that people can focus on the business, not on babysitting a rules engine. Now, our out-of-the-box approach saves customers time and money by going beyond checks that only catch what you already know to look for. Joint Snowflake customer Discover Financial estimates that reaching the same level of coverage with traditional platforms would have required 25 years of full-time effort. For unstructured data, we use your choice of frontier large language models to automatically classify and score your large document sets. We can detect tone, topic, and metadata like language and sentiment, and our issue detection engine lets you run 20 predefined detectors or write your own to find important and risky content. Once you've analyzed documents, our workflow engine can curate, summarize, and output the compliant, usable data you need for AI and analytics. Anomalo is one platform for all of your data designed to work the way you work today. Everything I'll show you today runs natively on Snowflake. Anomalo is available on Snowflake Marketplace, and it can be deployed as a Snowflake native app, so that both the control plane and data plane live inside your Snowflake account using Snowpark container services. We can even use Cortex-hosted LLMs, so all of your data stays in your control at all times. Whether you're analyzing tabular and unstructured data in the source systems before bringing it into Snowflake, or once it's landed and processed, Anomalo has you covered. We can process data at rest, in internal stages, tables, and even Iceberg. Now, if you prefer SAS or VPC, we support those too. But the native app brings simplified operations and security controls. With Anomalo and Snowflake, you can build a unified governed pipeline. You ingest, store, and process the data in Snowflake, Anomalo continuously monitors quality, and your teams have the trusted data to feed AI agents, analytics, and apps with confidence. Let me show you. From the Snowflake Marketplace, you install the Anomalo native app into your account. Your Snowflake admin approves the scopes and roles, and you're ready to go. Now, for structured data, connect a Snowflake database and start monitoring your critical tables. Anomalo automatically profiles each table and renders the visual summaries so that users immediately understand their data distribution, nulls, and outliers. Our automated checks monitor your table availability, freshness, missing data, drift, and statistical anomalies with no rules required. These out-of-the-box checks find almost 80% of all data quality issues. Now, unlike basic data observability products that just monitor pipeline operation, we tell you both if the data arrived and if it's fit for purpose. That means we help both data engineers and data analysts work smarter with confidence. And for your very specific business requirements, you can add key metrics and validations with our low and no-code check library. You define the critical KPIs or constraints with our guided wizards, or drop down to SQL for advanced needs. Anomalo automatically baselines metrics like row count, file size, null rates, and uniqueness, and alerts you when it observes any anomalies. We create plain English explanations of a change and which columns drove it so that data owners can act quickly. Now, let's onboard some unstructured content. Point Anomalo to a file collection or unstructured data that's stored in a table, like call transcripts. We'll classify the corpus, flag about 20 data quality issues, like duplicates, outdated and inconsistent content, missing pages, and even low OCR confidence. And we'll extract metadata like topic, tone, and language. Now you can build a workflow to curate that content. Remove low-quality docs, write metadata or extracted fields to a table, and even output redacted, compliant copies back into Snowflake. Now, when I say that none of your data leaves your Snowflake account, I mean it. Anomalo supports bring your own LLM hosting and is directly integrated with Snowflake, so you can choose Cortex-hosted LLMs for simplified security and cost management. So where are we headed? We'll continue to build a data quality solution without compromise. This means a tool that is fully automated and covers all of your data use cases and all of your data types, from metadata to table contents to unstructured data. There are no longer these separate concerns. Modern applications consume and generate tabular and document data willy-nilly. We see enterprises needing to standardize on a unified trust layer across all of their data, so your BI tools and your AI agents can operate safely, trace decisions, and continuously improve. Expect deeper policy as code controls, richer domain ontologies, and tighter feedback loops, where user actions automatically reinforce your data quality. On Snowflake, that means expanding the native app capabilities, scaling containerized workloads, and extending Cortex-powered experiences into multimodal content. Your best decisions and customer experiences will be driven by reliable, trusted data delivered faster. Thank you for spending time with me today. If you'd like a joint Anomalo Snowflake data quality assessment or to try out the native app, visit the Snowflake Marketplace or reach out on anomalo.com and we'll get you set up. And please connect with me on LinkedIn and let's make your next AI or analytics initiative faster, safer, and more successful.